Hello and welcome. It's great to have you join us. I'm really excited to have you here today and for the news we have to share with you. Right now, I'm standing outside of Flyability's headquarters in Lausanne in Switzerland. We first opened our doors in 2014 with a simple but powerful idea: no more humans doing dangerous jobs. Since then, we've grown into a global company. Currently, Flyability serves over 900 customers in 66 countries, with offices here in Switzerland, in the US, in China, and in Singapore. And the truth is, we're just getting started. Today, we're very excited to introduce the Elios 3. The Elios 3 is the world's first collision-tolerant drone, equipped with LiDAR sensor for indoor 3D mapping. It has some of the very best indoor stabilization in the world, a modular payload, the ability to create 3D models in real time while in flight, and a whole lot more. Right now, we are undergoing a revolution in how technology supports work, Industry 4.0. It describes the new ability to leverage groundbreaking hardware, automation, and data exchange to vastly improve industrial processes. For industrial inspections, Flyability Elios 3 is a key enabler of Industry 4.0, presenting an inspection solution that can make inspections safer, more efficient, and less expensive than ever before. Take a look at this video for an introduction to the Elios 3 and stay tuned to learn all about Flyability's new indoor drone.
With the fourth industrial revolution, organizations are digitalizing their industrial processes to make operations safer and more efficient. Meet the Elios 3, an unmatched combination of intelligence, versatility, and stability that instantly turns asset data into digital insights. Relying on a unique combination of LiDAR technology, computer vision, and onboard processing power, Elios 3 opens doors to a whole new world of inspection, mapping, and surveying. With the all-new SLAM-based stabilization algorithm, pilots from all skill levels can perform complex missions with close to no training. Elios 3 floats, still as a stone, even in the toughest conditions. Like an indoor GPS, the LiDAR scans its surroundings to build a centimeter-accurate map. This map is displayed instantly to the pilot, empowering him with exceptional locational awareness. Reporting is done intuitively on a high-resolution 3D model of your asset. Points of interest captured in flight are readily available in Inspector. Thanks to an integration with GeoSLAM Connect, Elios 3's LiDAR data can be processed to build survey-grade 3D models. The modular payload bay features 2 ports providing aerial capabilities for a range of upcoming applications. With its signature cage, collision-resilient flight controller, and unique reversing motors, Elios 3 is the only mapping drone in the market that can recover from a collision without crashing. The IP44 design allows for the inspection and mapping of harsh environments. Elios 3 delivers stunning close-up images, even in complete darkness. The static payload now comes with a fully unobstructed field of view, a 4K camera, a distance sensor, a thermal camera, and up to 16,000 lumen of light. Thanks to the industry-leading dust-proof and oblique lighting system, looking for pitting, cracks, or buildups becomes as natural as doing it manually with a flashlight. Elios 3 offers up to 12.5 minutes of flight time, so you can go the extra mile on every single flight. In a radically changing industry, digitize the inaccessible using Elios 3 and get full operational clarity inside your assets in all safety.
As you can see, we've come a long way since launching the Elios back in 2016. Now I'm going to pass things off to Wei-Jin, who is going to tell you the story.
The work we do at Flyability started right where I'm standing, here in Lausanne, on the campus of EPFL. While pursuing my PhD at EPFL, I developed and patented new approaches for the deployment of drones in cluttered environments. The idea to make these types of drones first occurred to me after seeing ground-based robots fail when trying to enter the reactor at Fukushima disaster scene in 2011. Using research from my studies as our foundation, we started Flyability and created the Elios 1, the world's first collision-tolerant caged drone made for flying in dangerous, confined spaces. And now, 8 years later, I'm so excited to share the Elios 3 with you, a drone that will truly revolutionize the way internal inspections are done. The Elios 3 is the single largest project we've ever undertaken here at Flyability. We started working on it 4 years ago when we began collaborating with top universities around the world. This collaboration led to our involvement in Team Cerberus, which completed and won DARPA's massive multi-year SOPT challenge for autonomous robotics in underground environments. In addition to that work, we've spent thousands of hours in research and development on our own to make the Elios 3. We've performed over 100 missions with clients in the field, collecting feedback and refining the technology.
If you manage to do it, to put all together, that will be great. I mean, then I can fly it alone.
Through all these conversations, we've identified 3 major insights, and these have been key in guiding our design process for the Elios 3. The first insight is that when it comes to the technology you use in your work, you need maximum reliability. People aren't testing fancy shiny toys anymore. They are actively using Flyability's products in their daily operations, and they need them to work day in, day out. To address the need for reliable inspection equipment, we've focused on the reliability, not only for the hardware used in the Elios 3, but also the onboard intelligence, allowing the drone operator to be at peace, knowing the drone will work as expected every single time they need it. The second insight is that our clients want to scale up the use of drones in their operations. To do that, you need to be able to put a drone in the hands of everyone at your site. The Elios 3 addresses this need by being incredibly easy to fly, in part because it is incredibly stable in flight. And we'll cover how this works in more details when we dive into features here in just a few moments. The third insight we've learned from clients is that they don't care much about the drone itself or the raw data it collects. What they care about is monitoring the health of their assets. But monitoring assets means different things, whether you're talking to someone who works at a chemical plant, at a sewer management company, or in an underground mine. And this is why, in developing the Elios 3, we have focused on creating inspection solutions that will meet the needs of each one of our clients, helping to solve the specific problems they face when it comes to collecting data inside confined spaces. For this reason, we've designed the Elios 3 from the ground up to be a modular platform. Modular in terms of hardware to accommodate new sensors and accessories, and modular in terms of software to integrate with our clients' tech stack. If you think of Elios 2 as a classic flip phone, only designed to make phone calls, the Elios 3 is a smartphone. On top of making phone calls, it is ready to run the apps that are specific to your needs. Next in our development plan, we are working on designing further customizations for the Elios 3, both on the hardware and the software side, so that the Elios 3 will be the last drone you'll need to buy. Now, I'm going to pass it on to Mark, who will tell you about the specific features of the Elios 3 and share with you what our customers have to say about it.
The first thing you'll notice when looking at Elios 3 for the first time are the brand new propulsion system, the LiDAR sensor, and a dedicated close-up inspection payload. What you don't see though is the powerful graphic engine we've built into the body of the drone to run our homemade SLAM engine that we call FlyAware. FlyAware is actually the masterpiece of the Elios 3, as it is the element that turns the Elios 3 into a unique solution for the inspection and mapping of indoor spaces. But let me show you how FlyAware is the link between all things that make the Elios 3 a truly revolutionary indoor drone. When flying the Elios 3 for the first time, you'll notice that there's been a huge improvement in stability. The drone's 3 optical cameras on the front payload and its LiDAR sensor are all feeding FlyAware with precious information on the drone's environment. This information is then processed and merged by FlyAware to catch the tiniest unpredictable movement of the drone and instruct the flight controller to compensate for it. As a result, the Elios 3 can float still as a stone in the air. And this is true even in the most challenging conditions for flying, like dusty, reflective, or windy areas located indoor in complete darkness. With FlyAware Stability, everyone on your team will be successful with the Elios 3 getting up and running very quickly.
So I've seen the Elios 3 in action about 4 times, once in a mine, once within our grain bins, once in a classroom, and then once in a car garage. And we've had all levels of expertise using the Elios 3, from folks who've never flown drones to folks who are experienced drone operators, and nobody had a problem operating it, just picking up the controller and going straight to town to flying it, navigating in and around those areas.
Ich habe die Drohne geflogen, ja. Ich habe vorher überhaupt keinen Kontakt zum Fliegen einer Drohne gehabt und ich muss sagen, Anwendung ist wirklich äußerst anfängerfreundlich. Ganz ohne Erfahrung gleich reingekommen, sehr stabil, schöne Haptik und auch das Display funktioniert wirklich gut. Die zugefügte 3D-Ansicht gibt einem also eine sehr schöne Übersicht und ich finde, man kann also diese Drohne doch auch als Fänger in nicht schwierigem Gelände äußerst erfolgreich steuern.
It almost feels like flying a surface drone, and surface drones now are so easy that kids could actually fly them, even if they have never experienced drones before. You just give them the controller, tell them, hey, you go up like this, forward like that. That's the exact same thing with the E3. You take off, go up, and you can actually navigate nice and slow and smooth. And that's huge. That's going to be huge for people that were kind of scared of flying a drone before.
FlyAware is also behind another key feature of the Elios 3, which is the 3D live map, available to the pilot in the cockpit app while the drone is in flight. This 3D map is created in real time, and it's good enough that some of our clients have only been using it to fly without needing to actually look at the drone. But here is how it works. While airborne, the LiDAR sensor on the Elios 3 acts as a centimeter-accurate indoor GPS, sensing the drone's surroundings. FlyAware then uses this information to produce in real time a cumulative 3D live map of the asset under inspection, and this empowers the pilot with exceptional locational awareness. Some of the places our clients inspect are true mazes, and finding the way back can cause them headaches. With the Elios 3's 3D live map feature, you see where you are and where you've been, so that finding your way back and assessing your inspection coverage is easier than ever.
So the 3D live map I found super because at the moment with the Elios 2, what it was complicated is to generate this 3D map. Now it's automatically generated without any effort. The other thing which I see as an advantage is the possibility that the 3D map is given to the flying. With the 3D map, we can fly better, more stable. We can switch from the camera to the 3D map and fly with the 3D map.
So the live map feature allows you to know where you are live while flying and not rely on data produced after the flight. It allows novice pilots to more easily navigate, and you also get a very good idea of how good your coverage of the flight already was.
Although FlyAware runs on the drone, its power does not stop there. Whenever you see something of interest when flying the Elios 3, you can mark it as a point of interest. When you're done inspecting and you plug the Elios 3 into your computer, you can instantly visualize your flight in Flyability's inspection software, Inspector 4.0. You see every single POI you've marked located in a high-resolution 3D map of your asset. This allows you to review your inspection data directly in the context in which it was captured. You can create reports by navigating from POI to POI directly in the 3D map viewer and documenting what you see directly in points of interest. We like to call it 3D reporting. It makes reporting so much easier than looking at flat pictures. But the benefits of looking at inspection data in a 3D representation of the asset go much further than that. When something needs to be repaired, your 3D report is an outstanding tool to align your teams for planning and preparing for the work. They'll instantly understand how they'll need to stage the asset to access the point of interest. Looking at the high-resolution picture that is associated with the point of interest, they can get a very clear sense of the maintenance that needs to be done. Eventually, 3D reports will be an outstanding way to organize your data so you can easily check how your asset is evolving through time. And the next time you go on-site for an inspection, you can easily go back to the place that needs the most attention.
So we think that having the LiDAR payload on the Elios 3 is fantastic, because we now have a new sensor that we're utilizing not only when we're conducting visual inspections, but now we're also conducting a mapping mission while we're also doing visual. So it's multiple sources of data that are being collected. We have the ability then to identify potentially how much grain is inside of our grain bins, how that grain is forming on the bottom of the grain bins, and then also help with defect location and orientation when we're talking about maintenance planning.
But all of this is only the beginning of what FlyAware can deliver. As FlyAware is essentially a piece of software meant to evolve through time, our team here is cooking up great features for the future, with the goal of eventually providing full autonomy, allowing users to make autonomous indoor inspections. Many people want a solution that allows a drone to fly on its own, collect the data they need, and then have that data analyzed by software that tells them exactly where the defects are in their asset. You know, just like the drone in that famous scene from the movie Prometheus. Today, the Elios 3 is not yet capable of autonomy, but all of our research into autonomy has been leveraged in the design of the Elios 3. This means that although the Elios 3 can't fly on its own yet, it is designed to be capable of doing so, and this is a capability we'll be working hard to make available for our clients in the near future. Until we get there, there's one thing that the Elios 3 is particularly good at, and that's capturing data inside the most complex industrial settings. The Elios 3, like its predecessor, the Elios 2, features Flyability's unique patent-pending collision-resilient flight controller. With its signature cage and unique reversing motors, the Elios 3 is the only inspection and mapping drone in the market that can recover from flipping upside down without crashing. And its rugged IP44 design makes it fit for use in harsh environments without concern for water splashes and dust.
But it went and hit the wall and hit the ceiling and took down a rock, actually. And we were actually able to still fly after that, even though the impact was huge and the drone didn't have any not even single damage on it. Like, the cage was still fine and everything. So I'm actually very impressed about how tough that thing is and how much beat up it can take.
L'utilisation de l'Elios 3 nous a permis de gagner en sécurité, dans le sens où on ne s'expose même plus aux milieux dangereux, et également de gagner en qualité de suivi, parce qu'on peut revenir sur les défauts vraiment très précisément, d'année en année.
The Elios 3 is primarily a close-up inspection tool that delivers stunning, consistently smooth image quality, even in complete darkness. To make it the best remote inspection tool on the market, we've reworked the payload position and the cage design to offer a fully unobstructed 180-degree field of view, so the cage will literally never be in your way anymore. The dedicated close-up inspection payload features a 4K camera, a thermal camera, and a distance sensor, and a completely redesigned lighting system. The 4K camera offers a precision of 0.18 mm per pixel, allowing you to catch the tiniest details of your assets. This is supported by the lighting system, which can produce up to 16,000 lumen of light. And of course, the Elios 3 features the industry-leading oblique and dustproof light configuration, so looking for pitting, cracks, or buildups is as natural as doing it manually with a flashlight. We've designed the Elios 3 to be a versatile solution that can accommodate the needs of a variety of different industries. To do this, we've equipped the Elios 3 with a modular payload bay that can hold 2 different payloads in parallel. As Adrian mentioned earlier, the Elios 3 is really to the indoor drone world what the smartphone is to the world of communication. For now, the Elios 3 only offers one payload option, which is the OS032 LiDAR sensor from Ouster. But our engineers are already working on future payload that will be released in the coming months.
If you ask me about the benefits, having the modular part of the drone is huge, because the idea is that we can attach different instruments. This is what we don't have today with Elios 2. So we are quite limited to one specific hardware. And if we want to add new sensors or new instrumentation to make specific measurements, we can. But with Elios 3, yes, this opened the door to a new kind of inspections.
Speaking of the LiDAR sensor, there is one more thing that we've been working on for you. Partnering with software company GeoSLAM, we've been able to put together a solution that produces survey-grade 3D model that can be used to perform centimeter-accurate 2D and 3D measurement for use in various industries such as mining and aggregates or infrastructure and utilities. Mapping areas that are inaccessible or too dangerous for humans to enter is incredibly hard to do. Yet getting some kind of visualization of these areas can be critical to support operational decisions. Elios 3 and GeoSLAM Connect work hand in hand to map and survey the most inaccessible spaces, guiding your business decisions with precise and accurate data, while keeping your personnel safely outside of dangerous confined spaces.
The GeoSLAM software allows you to get more precise data compared to the live map. You get a full model with more details, allowing you to do survey-grade mapping.
Now I'm going to pass it on to Patrick, who will wrap it up for you.
Thank you so much for joining us to learn about Flyability's newest drone, the Elios 3. The challenge we have faced since we started Flyability is how to gather data in difficult environments and how to turn that data into actionable insights. After pioneering the first confined space flying robots, our vision is to remain the world's best data acquisition tool for inspectors working in confined spaces, and also to work towards providing full end-to-end solutions for each of our target markets. The Elios 3 is a big step toward achieving those ambitious goals, and we're so excited to introduce you to it. Thank you again for being with us today. We look forward to continuing to work with you to support the mission we share, using technology to help keep people safe.